Bad movie buff.
Dingo Pictures' Aladdin is not a movie. It is waterboarding on film. Every time I watch it, I feel like I'm being tortured in Guantanamo Bay. I pray to the heavens, please God, put me out of my misery. But he never answers because he knows that I'm just gonna watch a terrible movie again, because that's apparently what I'm doing for my shorts. Anyways, this movie, terrible. Voice acting, terrible. Editing, terrible. Animation, obviously stolen. The voice acting, it's so bad. No comprehension of the English language. You can hear them turn the page on the script as they're reading it. They say end scene in one scene. Don't watch this movie. Don't watch this movie. Please. Beware. Heed my warning.
Bad movie buff.
The Adventure of Achela is a movie that exists. A movie with so little effort that to put any effort into this review would be a compliment to it. So I will not. All the assets are stolen off the internet, and the script is more AI than AI, and it came before AI got popular. To say it's bad or horrible or atrocious or abhorrent or any other flavorful word of insult would be a compliment to this movie. It is a drain on the soul. Don't watch it.
Bad movie buff.
You knew this movie was coming eventually. Nazi Nutcracker, also known as Nutcracker 3D, also known as blah, blah, blah. The only movie that has made the Nutcracker even more terrifying. And you might think, oh, but the teeth aren't as bad. Nope, he still has teeth. And those horrible eyes that stare right into my soul. And then there's the Rat King. Holy shoot, the Rat King. And the Rat Queen. The Rat Queen makes me want to vomit. The acting ranges from Anakin to as wooden as the Nutcracker himself. And the Nazi symbolism. I can tell that they wanted to go deep with this movie. They wanted it to be a deep and artful movie, but it ties into literally nothing. It only makes me think of how horrible the Holocaust is and how horrible it is that they're putting cheery, celebratory music to it. Oh, God.
Bad movie buff.
Here's a movie I should have done sooner. Food Fight, one of the most infamously bad cartoons of all time, with characters ranging from off with Daredevil Dan to hideous with every human character in the movie. The movie assaults its viewers with disgusting colors and spastic movement like everybody's in the electric chair. And the cherry on top, most of the movie is made up of crude sex jokes, millions of product placements, and cruder ethnic and racial stereotypes, such as a moose that says, "Forget about it, is you saying what I think you saying," you know, Italian stereotype. And then there's Daredevil Dan, who says, "You my man, she loved hot chocolate, dog," you know, like stereotypical black character. And then there is this stereotypical Jewish character that has a massive nose and talks in a New York accent. If you get the chance to watch this movie, I actually recommend it. It's something you have to see to believe.
Bad movie buff.
A Car's life is what would happen if VeggieTales went bankrupt and turned to swindling grandmas. Most of the scenes are empty except for a few bare bones models, and the voice acting, unless it's speedy, is usually passable. Except when it's obviously the child of a cast member. Go ahead, look it up. I'm not kidding. The story and runtime are so lackluster it barely qualifies as a movie, with a runtime barely over 40 minutes long. Overall, it's a soulless cash grab meant to extract as much money as possible from as little effort as possible.
Annoying! If I'm annoying, Diesel, then you are annoying!
Bad movie buff.
What even is there to say about Ratatouille? It is a movie strung together by scenes that go on way too long and conversations that last forever. There's the opening credits, which go on way too long. There's the opening narration, which goes on way too long. There's conversations about food that go on way too long. And the animation is stiff and lifeless, like a puppet on a string. The voice acting is actually pretty good, but that's only because, like all movies by Video Brinquero, this movie was voice acted by A-list anime dub voice actors. So if you're wondering why the actors went on strike, just remember, there's a defunct Brazilian knockoff studio that has A-list voice actors. In conclusion, skip this movie. It will bore you to death, and it will piss you off when you think about who's in it.
Bad movie buff.
The Amazing Bulk is the greatest film of all time. If you're on drugs. Obviously, it's a satire of mockbusters, but they go above and beyond the Call of Duty in this film. The plot is basically Fat Purple Hulk versus Fat Impotent Dr. Strangelove called Dr. Can't-Love. It definitely earns its tagline of The Room of superhero movies. If you don't know what The Room is, that might be coming up soon. The movie consists of terrible green screen, the cheapest collage of animation and effects I've ever seen, and the most hilariously bad acting I've ever seen in my life. If you haven't seen this dumpster fire of a movie, go check it out. It's actually really funny.
What the hell is that?
Well, it ain't Barney the Purple Dinosaur!
Bad movie buff.
What's Up, Balloon to the Rescue is a travesty of a film, with all the lifelessness of Ratatouille, which was made by the same people, with the added pain of characters that are either stupid or oddly racist. The whole conflict starts because Dr. Crumb, one of the main characters, says on international television how to hypnotize the world and the password to do so. And the villain is so stupid, he literally says his evil plan in earshot in the same room as the rest of the characters, and nobody hears him. Speaking of which, the cast, specifically Dr. Crumb and Guto, are oddly racist towards two of the characters, one being a Chinese character named Qing Ling, and there's the French villain, who is treated horribly. I never thought you could be racist towards the French, but then I saw this movie and I discovered, yes, you indeed can be racist towards the French. Overall, this movie was a mistake.